Welcome team to our today's lesson. We are looking at what is trend line. What is trend line? Okay, this is what we're going to learn today. Remember, it is brought by ReFX Academy. Your mentor, my name is Lee Mashebe. Let us enter into the lesson. Okay. Now, what is a trend line? What is a trend line? So we need to understand that a trend line is a line drawn through a chart to show a trend. Now that is called a trend line. So it is a line which is drawn on the chart to show a trend. Okay. So in the context of trading, a trend line are drawn on the price chart to show the trend in the price. The trend in the price. Okay. So this information, it helps you, the trend line, it helps traders, or it gives the information to traders to determine whether to buy or to sell in the direction of the trend, okay? In the direction of the trend. So trend line, it can also be used when you are trading currency pairs, you are also cryptocurrency pairs, okay? They are best, especially when you are using it. They are one of the best known price action indicators which are used in technical analysis. If you are analyzing the market time, okay. So now let us now look at the importance of trend lines in trading. Let us look at the importance of trend line in trading. So they are important because it is used if you want to look at the direction of a trend, okay? It could be an uptrend, which is a bullish. It could be a downtrend, which is bearish, okay? Also, you can use it in sideways or ranging, okay? It is very important. So trend lines can also serve as a critical support and the resistance level. So it also gives it also gives traders to make informed decision about when to enter or when to exit a trade. Okay, so take note, trend lines, they can also serve as a critical support and the resistance level. Okay, we'll look at it as we go further. Now, let us look at some of the basic principles of trend lines. What are some of the things that you need to look at? Okay, so trend lines are created by connecting two or more price points on the chart. I'll show you. Especially the more points connected, the stronger the trend lines becomes. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so these are some of the things that you need to consider. Respect of the line. You need to make sure that the line are respected. I'll look at that. The line should be respected. Should be a straight line, meeting those points, okay, which are easily able to be seen. Okay, you'll be able to see the break. You need to be able to see the break. Okay, the trend line where it shows you a breakout. Okay. Which is an indicator or a signal for a potential trend reversal. Okay. Now, how to identify the potential trade signals with trend lines? Okay, you need to concentrate more on the trend line bounce. Okay, the trend line bounce. When the price bounce off the trend line, it can be a signal to enter a trade in the direction of the trend. Okay. Another issue that you need also to look at. So let's say, for example, the trend line bounce. So if the price hits on the trend line, then it bounces back. It can be a good signal for you to enter. It could be if it is on the support, then it bounces back. It is an indicator or a good signal to enter buy. Okay, if it is on resistance, to enter sell. Okay. Also, trend line break. If it breaks through the trend line, it is an indicator of a trend level reversal. Okay. We'll look at it on that. Trend line retest. Okay. After breaking through the trend line, when you discover that the price may retest the line before moving in the direction of the new trend. So this is also important. After you discover, after you look at, you analyze, then after you see that the price it has break through the trend line, that should be an indicator that the price may retest the line before moving in the direction of the new trend. Now, let us look at how to draw a trend line. How do you draw a trend line? Okay? How to draw a trend line. How to draw a trend line. Okay? So you can draw it. It could be on the downtrend. Okay? On a downtrend, also on an upper trend. This is what we mean. Okay? So meaning if you are putting above, this is how you put. Okay? As you can see here, on top there, like that. Below you put it like that. So this is how you draw a trend line. Okay, this is how you draw a trend line. Now let us go to the Leo chart. Let us go to the Leo chart so that we see what we are talking about. Okay, this is a Leo chart. This is boom 1000. We are looking at it in 2 hours time frame. So let us draw our trend line. Okay, so we are going to look at this point here, like that. So when you look at this, chart, down below, the last point that we are able to see it is this one here. That is where we'll put our trend line, like that. We'll get our trend line, then we'll press it here, like that. Then make sure straight, like that. Okay, like that. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so meaning you are able to tell. So this one, like we are saying, it also acts as your support and the resistance level. So this, in this case, this is our support level in 2 hour time frame. So meaning if the price is that hit here, it bounces, you enter buy. So if you entered from here buy, you could have been in profit like that. Okay, from here up to there. Okay, so this is how you draw your trend line. Okay, your trend line, like that. So if it breaks through here, you can, if it breaks like that, if the price it breaks below here, it simply means that it is a breakout. You enter sell. Okay, you enter sell. You enter sell. Let us also look at another. Let us go to V50. V50. This is how it looks like. Let's look at 1 hour. Okay. We check at it in 30 minutes if you are scalping. So you can put like that. You can put like that your trend line. So on top, okay, like that, like that. So in this case, if your trend line it was here, you could have considered it to be a breakout. You could have entered sell up to this far. You could have been in profit. Okay. So because this was your first trend line like that. Have you seen here? So meaning if you are using it, you could have entered, since it has break the trend line, you could have entered sell. So you could have been selling from that far up to, from that point, you could have been selling from that point up to this where it is. Okay. So that is important of using the trend lines. Okay. So this is what trend lines is all about. If you are using the strategy of trend line, okay. If you are using the strategy of the trend line. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Make sure that you go through it over and over until you understand how to use the trend lines. Okay. And you understand how to use the trend lines. Your mentor, my name is Ray Mashewe. Let us meet to the other side of money. Do practical. Make sure that you go through everything that you have studied here. So let us meet again in the next course. Bye-bye.